Hello, hello, hello to all, and welcome to Josie K. Tarot's live video podcast. It is during these live video podcasts where we go over the general energies on into and through the next month. So that would be the last couple weeks of February going into the first half of March of 2021. Big changes happening. A lot of people are growing spiritually within, not necessarily needing personal fulfillment from another, but instead, diving deep, like I've been talking about for the last couple of years, into our soul's purpose. I've got the circle spread already laid in front of me, but I'm seeing that the main message for the next month is to embrace the future. It's time to open up new doorways for ourselves and to simplify our lives, right? To not take a lot of baggage, right, from situations that really haven't served you into this new doorway, into a new future, because it's through new beginnings at this time where people are going to start to feel like they're really coming into their power. They're starting to feel more bold and confident, right? So there's going to be reevaluations of do I want to allow someone to come in here with their negative energy and block the good things that spirit is trying to guide me towards. So we're going to kind of go through this in a minute. I just want to say thank you so much for your thumbs up so far. I want to just go over, I decided to take some notes on like the last year, the prediction for the year of 2021 in comparison to where we are at here in February. So I looked back at the titles of my previous released videos, and I kind of archived the February, second half of February, and the What Others Are Thinking videos. So for Aries, I'm going to start with Aries at 210 here. I should have my little cards. We have Aries that are coming to the realization that they need to leave a person, place, circumstance, situation because they have outgrown this, right? It served its purpose. It's becoming very routine and unfulfilling for Aries. So during the second half of February, going into, again, the first part of March of 2021, Aries, you're going to start to feel as though the burdening of certain connections, situations are dissipating, and that new blessings are coming in place of that, right? Because in our journey, as one thing leaves, so too does another come in. So we have Aries letting go from someone around them that's kind of just stuck in their own prison, right? Stuck in thinking or circumstances that they've created for themselves. So Aries, for some of you, you're going to have outgrown that situation or connection. Now, with Taurus, hold on, I want to say hello real quick to Kenneth. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for showing up, Kenneth. And Donna, so nice to see you here as usual. Thank you for your devotion. And Donna says hello to all, which would be me and Kenneth. So thank you. Now, for Tauruses, the yearly description had a lot to do with exciting times ahead this year. Things for many Tauruses are going to come to a head around the time of April. Could be March and April is what I just heard. Anyway, so the second half of February was about others wanting to celebrate a new you, Taurus. Others are very hopeful about who and what you've taken time to become, who and or what you are planning to create. It's like they're waiting to jump on that proverbial train with you, Taurus. Gemini, so at 413, we've got Geminis. The yearly description for Gemini was, it is your turn to finally step up and trust spirit that you can do this without leaning on another or others. Others are then going to be drawn to Gemini because they have manifested great things for themselves, hopefully. And then it's going to be up to Gemini to not allow the drama of the past to re-enter. Okay, so that's that inner strength, right? Standing firm in the relationship sector of the circle spread, especially in the next couple weeks. So for Cancer, sun, moon, or rising, male or female, we have increased intimacy. Thanks for those thumbs up. Okay, so it's a year where intimacy is coming back, Cancer, and some Cancers had to go through some difficulty to get to this point, but many of the collective really have risen to a higher spiritual level. So we either go back and we connect with those who are still where we used to be, or we connect with people who are now going to walk a higher, more fulfilling journey with us. Better energies of people. Okay, I'll just say that. So for the second half of February for Cancers, it's about doing things by the book. Others have something they want to say. Okay, so Cancers, yeah, there's going to be temptation. Okay, if not in the second half of February, going into and through mid-March of 2021. Somebody wants to say something to you, but because you have been there, done that, Cancer, you're going to know what to say back, right? You're going to know where your boundaries are. You're going to say, this is what I desire. And if someone else doesn't have the same goals and intentions, hi, Alessandra, thank you for coming. And Alessandra says hello to me and to all. Love you guys. Cancer, doing things by the book, speaking your truth about your boundaries, keep doing what you're doing financially. Things are going to be rocking. Take what others have to say to you in the next month with a grain of salt, because you may be receiving a little bit of baloney, right? BS. Okay, so Leos at 631. Success, new direction, new path. Okay, so we had for the yearly energy for Leo, it was ready yourself for an upcoming journey. Okay, I'm feeling like Leos have kind of felt really, I mean, we're all being guided to be patient now until spring shows up, right? But Leos in particular, Spirit's just saying, you know, allow this moment to pause, because eventually things are going to really kick into gear. And I'm feeling this is in March. So during the second half, actually, it's going to be in around the time of spring. Okay, I just got corrected by Spirit. Okay, so February, stay busy. In the second half of February, Leo, and know that others that you may be questioning, they're really doing their best, okay? I don't think what someone's going through that may feel like they're avoiding you, Leo, is doing it for a personal reason, but it's really that they're handling a bunch of other stuff, okay? So we have Virgos at 736. So we have the Virgo yearly energy is about fighting for one's goals. Results will definitely come from your efforts, Virgo. And I'm surprised I have to say this to a Virgo, because they like to goal set. But maybe there's a bit of a struggle with another or others, or it even could be one's own self-esteem. But the second half of February was about Spirit nudging this Virgo to understand that there is a better direction of abundance. And that in some cases, and I feel like this is almost in love, Virgos are being nudged by Spirit to tell the truth, okay? Someone here needs to hear the truth. Even if it's, I need to move into a new direction of abundance, it's kind of like not dragging someone along, be it you, Virgo, or another. And so that ought to be interesting in March. Now for Libra at 838, we have the yearly energy was about a year of creativity, and Libras who have been or will be reconnecting with their inner self, with that child within, with what makes me happy that I want to learn about or do. So there's a lot of goal setting as well for Libras. And the energy representing the second half of February here is Libras are going to feel strong enough to sidestep any form of chaos. Others around Libra are going to recognize in the next month that they're kind of getting in their own way. It's like they're tripping themselves up. So I think it's about sidestepping, getting into why this person can't stop tripping themselves up and just kind of avoid and let them unfold, right? Let them figure things out. Okay, so at 9:30, endings and blessing is helping for a Scorpio to plan. So during the year of 2021, Scorpio, your energy is about passion intensifying. I think this is more about one's personal goals and intentions, maybe starting a small business. But for some, maybe it does have to do with love, Scorpio. But there is, or has been, or maybe even by the end of February, some form of tension where there was passion. So during the second half of February of 2021, Spirit is really nudging the Scorpio to pursue professional dreams, right? Keep your focus. Because others fear where things are headed. Okay, so they're saying, Scorpio, others are going to be unsure of where things stand because a lot of Scorpios are being nudged to follow their professional dreams. And that's kind of like the collective energy right now, is really figuring out, what was I sent to this earth to do, right? What was I sent to be remembered for? What is it that really fulfills my inner child energy and brings me peace day to day? How am I doing what I love, thereby knowing that as I step into the journey of my soul's purpose, that financially I'll be taken care of by Spirit, karmically, because I love what I do and it's positive energy. So a lot of messages there for Scorpio. Now, Sagittarius, hi Firefly, and Firefly says hello to me and everyone. Sag at 11:06. So this is a contemplation of this path and now thinking about a new path, kind of planning, figuring out, unsure of the success. But with the number 6 in that number I just said, Spirit is really nudging this Sagittarius to realize that it is time to come together with the right people. And some Sagittariuses are kind of like, which group of people is the right people for me at this time? Oh my gosh, thanks for the thumbs up, you guys. All right, so the yearly energy for Sagittarius has to do with embracing opportunities and relationships. Again, which direction, which group are my peeps, right? So second half of February, the energy for Sagittarius is clarity is coming. If it hasn't already, Sagittarius, it's going to arrive after some form of confusion. And I feel like it's confusion within oneself. Almost like getting in your own way, confusion regarding another person, place, circumstance, situation. Know that person, whoever this may be to you, Sag, that their wishes are going to come true. So there was a bit of a warning in the Sagittarius reading. I think it was from the other person's perspective reading, to be careful of the action steps you take. Because it's like you could move into a direction that may not grow and prosper and then turn around and try to come back, and that person's like very successful and is moving on. And I feel that for a lot of people. I feel like singles that are stuck in a situation where they don't know if an old connection is the right one and they're having a hard time letting go. Well, as you come into your power, right, figuring out your soul's purpose, it is in a new direction. I'm really feeling for the year of 2021 where singles connect with a long-term partner. So it's about sidestepping anyone or anything that brings in any form of drama this year, so that as you empty your life's path from negative energy, then you open up space for the next to come in. Now, some are going to be tested, right? We meet with soulmates sometimes to be tested so that we can learn more about ourselves and rise spiritually. For others, a soulmate could be a long-term partner. But it definitely involves change, right? Kind of trying to figure out where the two of you stand. All right, let's get into Capricorn. I could go on and on about that forever. So for Capricorn, we have 1342. So a new path. Spirit is guiding this Capricorn when it comes to a solid foundation and maybe a brand new journey here. So the yearly energy for Capricorn was building a solid foundation, right? Some I know from personal readings are creating their own business, like we've been saying, and they're starting to really see success because of the excitement, right? The passion within. That inner child is the light of one's truth. And when you discover your truth, your purpose, then, the world changes. Positive things transpire. So in the second half of February of 2021 for Capricorn, we have an enthusiastic idea or project. And then when it comes to another or others, they don't know if they're going to be a part of your future. Right? Because just like, who are we talking about? Scorpio. Capricorn, your enthusiastic ideas are where your attention's going to be. And Spirit is actually saying that's where it's supposed to be now into probably mid to end of March. And maybe there's someone around you who brought you some confusion. That negative energy didn't fulfill you completely, Capricorn. And once you start moving into the direction of an enthusiastic idea or project, somebody's going to want to come back and be a part of your future because they won't know where they stand. Okay. And hopefully you'll take these messages today that I am going to be reading for the collective and apply those boundaries, because boundaries, of course, it's taking a risk of I'm going to have to kind of cut things off here because I don't want to give all of myself to someone who just wants to take a part of me, right? When we create those boundaries, it's actually a very attractive energy. So pushing someone away because they are not fulfilling you emotionally and spiritually because they have ulterior motives, which we talked about are going to be coming. If it hasn't already during this Mercury retrograde that started January 30th into the 21st here, I do see reconciliation maybe in the next week for some, if it hasn't happened already. All right, let's get into Aquarius at 16:05. So Aquarius is thinking about a successful new path, direction, circumstance, situation, but is a bit unsure as to what action steps to take. So the yearly energy is about an Aquarius who is being guided by Spirit to strengthen not only their relationships with others, but with oneself, right, Aquarius? So the second half of February was about energy of what are you giving birth to specifically? Are you able to, go 100%? I feel like some Aquariuses in relationships are kind of like, should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? Because there's some form of fear here. And that's why Spirit's saying throughout this year, we're going to give you the strength to strengthen your relationship, most importantly with yourself, right? Knowing your self-worth, knowing that it's okay to tell yourself to open your heart to another, because when it comes to another or others, there are others when it comes to Aquarius, outside of Aquarius, who are waiting for Aquarius to open their heart fully, right? Not just a little bit. Kenneth, thank you. Positively encouraging. Oh, thank you so much, Kenneth. Spot on, being a Sagittarius. Whoop, whoop. Thank you for that. I love to hear this feedback because it helps bring me clarity as well. Okay, so Pisces, 1736. So Pisces has been working hard in a new direction with new ideas, goals, and intentions. And Spirit is helping a new doorway to eventually open up that will lead Pisces to connect with the right people, right? Soulmate connections that were meant to be. So that they can see the results of their efforts, the success. So the overall energy for Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, is now is the time for the expansion of self through exciting situations that bring great confidence for Pisces. Especially, I got from May to July, for whichever Pisces I am reading for. So during the second half, thank you for the donation, Donna. Whoop, whoop. In the second half of February for Pisces, we have the challenges are behind you. Okay, Pisces, when it comes to other people, they may be questioning everything, but Spirit was saying, you've got this. You've got this. You can step towards a new project, Pisces, and have enough strength right within you to handle the things that are going on around you, little fires, little questioning relationships, as you realize that this is what I was meant to do. Okay, so that's going to be really interesting going into March. I'm really excited for the March readings. So let's go ahead and look at Donna's energy. I am concerned over health. Am I on the right track with nature path? Okay. It's funny you brought up health. I get a lot of questions about health, but when I pray about it, Spirit says that our health is a result of our energy, right? If we are doing something that truly fulfills us day to day, where we're very excited about our future, whether it's writing, starting another painting, reading a book, watching a movie, doing something that really brings out that childlike energy. That is, if you think back to your happiest times, your health was probably wonderful, right? And now, if you are unfulfilled or are focusing on someone who is not the right person, circumstance, or situation, and you let that get you down, that negativity is going to be what negatively affects your health, right? So your health is a result of your energy. If you worry a lot, that's a result. You're going to end up feeling unhealthy. Okay. So I just thought to answer your question about naturopath. Yeah. With this card, ask your angels right off the bat. I'm getting, Donna, for the next week or two, it is important to research, learn more about this. Yes. And at the same time, remember to pray to Spirit for continued signs and synchronicities, for new ideas as to where you can take this naturopath. Sorry. Now, in your thoughts position, Spirit is really telling you to be okay with the fact that when you start something out, it's a journey. So it takes certain months and or years to see the results of your efforts. When you start a small business, you're going to go through this up and down because it's part of the journey. But in the end, say 4 or 5 years, then you can see that your profits or not have evolved, right? But with you, Donna, they're saying a year from now, you're going to see the results of what it is you are praying to Spirit about. Yes, look at that in your foundation. Perfect timing. So whatever brought your attention to this, it came either because you were praying for Spirit to guide you into a direction or towards the right result. Because in the past, here you are. You got some form of information that brought in a balance. It's almost like with the compromise card, you weren't really sure about it in the first place. Maybe you're still not a little bit, but Spirit's saying as you research more and more about it, you're going to feel more balanced. Now is the perfect time. And in the next couple of weeks, as you research this business, there is no need to worry. Okay. So Spirit's saying continue to ask your angels. Everything has happened because of perfect timing, and day to day, all you're being nudged to do in the next month is to take action, to remain positive. Remember, there's no need to worry regarding this. For Spirit saying, we're going to give you the strength to create what you believe, right? So if you believe in something, you will manifest that, right? Our thoughts create our reality. So in the hopes and fears position of the Celtic spread, you may be fearing that you're not ready. But again, Spirit's saying, no need to worry. Perfect timing has transpired. So continue to do what you're doing, connect with Spirit, pray for signs and so on. For within the next few weeks, you're going to realize that this indeed all happened because it was supposed to. Look at these first 2 cards for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Reconsidering, looking, contemplating as you take action, right? As you take action. It is up to you to decide if you are falling in love with this idea or not. Because by the 5th or 6th week from now, you've got yes with an exclamation mark. I am coming to a peaceful resolution. And know that within the next few months, I'll be looking back in hindsight, realizing that maybe my worry was getting in the way. Something better, look for a sign. Success will come as you communicate with others. Have trust in prayer. Okay. So let's see. For clarification, Donna, I'm going to bring in the Sacred Traveler deck. Okay, so Spirit's saying as you take action, you will start to reconsider and realize that you are indeed ready. And that within the next few months, yes, you will come to the point of a peaceful resolution, that everything did happen according to divine timing. And instead of worrying, you chose to believe and remain positive. You did not fear that you are ready for this. Yeah. So spiritual advice in the next week or two is overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. So maybe write that. I'm seeing like it on a piece of paper hanging in your mirror or above something. And look at that daily. For day to day in your thoughts position, we have you breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand, and that's with the card that says a year from now. So a year from now, Spirit's saying you'll see the results of your efforts. It'd be a really fun idea to, write down, what you know, and now what you're learning and what your plans and goals and intentions are, so that you can look back in a year at this journal and how you went through a process of manifesting your success. So in the foundation, you have a narrow pathway. So tread thoughtfully, right? Know that positive thoughts create positive results. Negative thoughts do the opposite. For in the past, you have the impasse card. Spirit saying we tried to get you to compromise with this idea, to find balance inside within this idea, because it is time for you, or was time for you, to reflect and redirect your energy. So something really pulled your attention. And then maybe at first you were like, no. But now Spirit's saying in the next couple of weeks, not only is there no need to worry, but Spirit's going to be nudging you to believe in magic. Yes. So remain positive and trust that you are protected by the angels through your prayer. And that is diagonal with the Ask Your Angels card. So you've got angels here in two different decks, with the remain positive card right below the believe in magic card. So in the spiritual advice card, Spirit is saying, as long as you believe, you will come to the realization that you will be stepping into your power, that in hindsight, you were stronger beyond what you thought you were. So in the hopes and fears position, there's a fear, right? At times, or there may be, that you're not ready for this. But Spirit's saying, sit back, watch the clouds, rest and relax. So it's like put the effort in, and then maybe journal the action steps you take. And then when the results arrive, journal that as well. So you can kind of see how much time and effort you put in and how long the results took, or how the results come to you. And maybe it actually comes in a way by which you pray for it. And that's going to bring you spiritual trust. So that'll make sense to you about the 5th or 6th week from now. So in the outcome position, by the 5th or 6th week from now, within the next, this is within the next few months. Well, you know what? In the next month and a half, you may be setting maybe a quarterly. Okay. They're like, read the other card, faraway places in the next few months. So get ready for new horizons. And say what? Say yes. How are you going to say yes? Because you've come to a peaceful resolution about the situation. So on the bottom of the deck, they're saying this is the first light, right? With that beautiful peach. It says it's time for the beginning of a new cycle. And then you look at the very first card that we laid. I think it was this one. And you stuck a sword in that peach and said, this is my truth. I can overcome anything. I can overcome my fears. I know that I'm ready. And that as long as I free myself from worry and believe in the magic of what is transpiring for me at this time, as long as I believe, I will achieve. So I'm going to close with a card from the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. I'm also hearing it's important to journal how you started and get to where you will be in the next few months, because you can take what you have learned and you could help teach others, right? So once we discover our soul's purpose and we kind of master it, on a day-to-day basis, we know what we're doing, we know where we're headed for the long term with a business idea or a project, whatever it is, that's where we're being guided to go from learning to actually teaching others so that they can climb into the direction of greater fulfillment themselves. Closing message for Donna, please, for the next month and a half. Perfect. So we've got the 7 of abundance or coins. So this is with the number 7, Spirit saying, I am listening to your prayers. I'm watching the action steps you are taking. You will realize that you've got a lot to be proud of, because we're going to help for you to open a new doorway in the area of finance, money, career, and so on. So in the meantime, have patience. Some dreams grow slowly. Do not worry. The hard work you will be investing will definitely bring about a bountiful harvest. So this is a good time to prepare because things will soon move forward quickly. Use this time to rest and plan, just like it said in the hopes and fears position. What a beautiful reading, Donna. Good luck. Many blessings of success to you. All right, let me clean up my mess here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go through the circle spread. Let's see. Okay. Gosh, Donna says, thank you, so spot on. Thank you. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Spiritual healing of the body. Thank you, neuropath. Okay, is a naturopath, a doctor who uses herbs and supplements. OMG, I put off doing this and now I'm doing it. Wow. Faraway Chinese medicine. Gotcha. Faraway places. Look at that. Was the card when I was reading your sentence. This is the card I had. And that almost looks like it would be like Chinese, with the beautiful ships coming in. And look at that writing. Are you kidding me? OMG, Donna says, that's crazy. I kid you not. If you are new at this and you're stopping in, when you see how the messages transpire and how you may even connect with some of the collective energy as well, it's a miracle. It's really our spirit guides, angels, the dear Lord in heaven, and or people whom have passed before us that want to walk our journey with us, that are trying to guide us to make the highest, best decisions in our life so that we can step into that path of peace, joy, and happiness day to day. And when I went to close, Donna, after shuffling, they went back to remain positive, whatever you do. All right. Does anyone have a personal question you'd like me to answer via the tarot? Or I'm going to go ahead and start with the circle spread. All right. So I actually ended up using, that goes with this deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different decks. They are the Tea Leaf Fortune card deck by Ray Hepburn, the Gypsy Oracle deck, the Gilded Tarot deck, which one is this? I can't think of it right now. Oh, yeah, it is here. The Gateway Oracle deck and this one. What one is this one? I'll think of it. Archangel Gabriel by Doreen Virtue. I did it. Okay. Has anybody, before I even get into this, has anybody like gotten caught up and had to wait for something to come during this since the Mercury retrograde started on the end of January 30th to February 21st. I've had a few interesting things where I was waiting for things to come. I know where other people were waiting for things to transpire, and they got held up because of Mercury retrograde. And it's just kind of funny because once you know what that means, why it is happening, then you can kind of giggle at it, and realize that it's just, you got to wait it out. Kenneth, my taken name at confirmed. Gabriel. Oh my gosh. Alessandra. Yes. Okay. LOL. Yes. Donna says, you're welcome, Donna. Waiting feels like for so long. Okay. And spring is around the corner. And I'll tell you, I've been feeling like really good energy, but fast energy. It's like as soon as spring opens up and people can start moving, everybody's going to like run out of their houses to go do something, even though we're still probably going to be dealing with coronavirus. We're going to want to get to a point outside where we can spend time outside, and it just feels really, really good. Agreed, Donna, Alessandra said. Kenneth, Noel, Gabriel, Curran. Wow. Beautiful name. All right, let's go ahead and jump in if nobody has a question. In the center of the circle spread, Spirit, it wants to talk about energies where there is great worry. Okay, just like we talked about, and maybe not even great worry, but there's worry. Some are dealing with the soldier energy. I don't know if you're worrying about a soldier across the way, or this is just the soldier energy of someone who's kind of cold and closed off. Sometimes this energy is a love them and leave them energy. So some have gone through that process recently, and they can't free their mind from it, right? They are carrying the energies of the moon as a major arcana, which is confusion, illusion, and or fantasy. But Spirit is nudging the collective to continue to have hope that as you simplify your life, like we were talking about, as you get rid of drama or people or circumstances or situations that are negative, we need to pray for them and walk into our own path of fulfillment. I cherish the simple pleasures of life, right? And now, as I let go of who and or what is not for me, I'm going to allow myself to still receive love, right? Love is patience and kindness. The card says, open your arms to welcome the blessings and answered prayers that God is sending you. Now, if you're not doing something daily that you truly enjoy, now is the time to kind of pray to Spirit to bring you signs and synchronicities about that. I can't even explain how it unfolded before me, but I'm now being led to learn about Reiki. So it's probably going to be today where I get myself a book and I start to train away because that's what I'm feeling guided to do. Now, when we go into the direction of our soul's purpose, sometimes we discover it. Sometimes we go through 7 different ideas until we realize, that's not the right one. I'm not interested in that. But oh my gosh, this is what I love. Okay, a lot of people are coming into that aha moment. If they haven't already, they will by the end of February, going into early March of 2020. So in the thoughts of many of the collective, first I got the wealth card. So when I get a plain card like this that just has one message on it, I clarify with another. So the wealth card came with the vine card, and the vine card says, seek out the information that will help you. Okay, I didn't even look at that card or those 2 cards. Because when I brought in clarification, we have many of the collective that are sitting here overthinking people, places, circumstances, situations, fantasy, or illusion. And Spirit's saying we need to free ourselves from that constant worry, right? Look at this. For further clarification with the Gilded Tarot deck, I got the 8 of Swords in the thoughts position. So this is a figment of our imagination. These are people who have gotten up into their own head, and now it's time to take off that blindfold and move beyond the swords, which represents sadness, worry, fear, anxiety, regret, and so on. And instead, Spirit's saying, replace those worries and fears with the embracing the future energy, like we talked about earlier. As you step into the future, do so with an open heart, right? Close your heart to who and or what no longer serves you. Walk away in a very kind manner, right? We don't want bad juju as we move forward. So I asked Spirit to kind of nudge the collective as to what the future is to be about. And I got the classes card from the Archangel Gabriel deck. So collectively, Spirit is saying learning and teaching are a part of your higher calling. So just like I talked about before, once we learn something, we now have the knowledge and the wisdom. And then our job is to go and teach others who are trying to find the information that you have downloaded for yourself. So we go from a student to a teacher, right? For some, I looked over to my right for another card from the Archangel Gabriel deck. And we have helping children, nurturing yourself so that you can nurture others, have confidence in your creations, because right behind that card, we have happy news. And I've been seeing this for a lot of people in the personal readings. So your prayers will be answered via a creative way. Let's see. Firefly says it's just snowed 11 inches and 10 degrees in Arkansas. Oh my goodness. And I am in Minnesota, so we aren't really getting much at all this year. My father lives in Texas, and I think he's getting more snow and we're not getting hardly any. If we do, it might be a 0.03 of an inch. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I may be worried now, but I won't be worried long. Oh, and you are a veteran. Thank you so much for what you do for us. From the bottom of my heart, seek knowledge, pursue wisdom, right? Because once we fall out of where are we headed? What do I want to do? What am I supposed to be in this world, right? That's when we have lost our direction. Like the Druids, preachers of immortality. Good spell. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the relationship sector, the circle spread collectively. And thanks so much for your thumbs up, you guys. All right. So in the relationship sector, we got this card. So I'm feeling for the collective sometime maybe closer to mid-March of 2021 if you're single. A chair in your life is going to be filled. Someone new is going to enter one's life, but that's if one frees themselves from a misfortunate person, place, circumstance, situation. So it's about identifying in the relationship sector something that's misfortunate. It's like, oh, well, that's too bad that didn't work out. But Spirit's saying now is the time to stand firm with others in the relationship sector of the circle spread. I want to say for the next couple months, knowing that you are noble, brave, and strong, that you can now let your light shine, right? That inner child from within you, as you take action to connect with others, is going to help others to see the beautiful light from within you shining brightly. There is a little bit of a warning about perfectionism here. And the card says, polishing your creative project is fine, but don't allow for perfectionistic fear to result in procrastination. Procrastination is the word I'm getting from that card. It's been for personal readings. A lot of people are like, I know what I want to do. I know what I am creating, but I don't know when to start my business, right? And it's about starting it today. This is how I'm going to run my business each day. I'm going to market. I'm going to, whatever the next step is until I receive profit and abundance. And then, of course, I'm going to track my income, but it's about starting today. It starts with putting the fact that you have something to offer here with the world on this beautiful platform called the internet, because there are 8 billion people in the world. Therefore, many will be drawn to you, and spiritually specific people will be drawn to you to lift you up when you are doing something you enjoy. Okay, so procrastination means nobody knows, the people who want to buy don't know you have something to sell. Okay, now in the day-to-day aspects position, the first couple cards I pulled were from the Tea Leaf deck by Ray Hepburn. And I got these beautiful cards. So in the creative aspects position, in the next 3 weeks collectively, we have hard work is ahead, but with that comes the 4-leaf clover energy, great and good fortune. Ironically, in a different deck that I used for what are they thinking readings, Almost all of the signs got the four-leaf clover. A blessed and lucky path is opening up because of someone who's putting in their hard work, right? Now, there are some who want to create a connection, right, with this person who's directly above this service energy. I don't know if you met someone via some form of service occupation, but those are the people, right? The soldier energies of cold, closed off, love them and leave them. This is what the collective needs to free themselves of, because Spirit's trying to bring in this blessed and lucky energy regarding, a new future. So we do have in the creative aspects position, someone here who is indeed creating some form of service, who's climbing into the King of Pentacles throne where there is great abundance, beautiful surroundings, nice things. For others, there is maybe some form of temptation here, and they want to create a relationship with someone who's in a leadership position, someone who's financially abundant, secure, and stable, and or someone who has Earth in their chart, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. So again, I asked for Spirit's advice with the Archangel Gabriel deck. And Spirit said, it's now time to retreat, okay? It's time to block out distractions and spend quiet time alone so you can focus on your priorities, right? It is not the time to procrastinate your own personal future and what you're manifesting, but it is the time to block out distractions, people, places, circumstances, or drama that does not serve you at this time. So in the actions position, and again, if you would like a personal reading, just click on the $ box below, drag the button over to a minimum of a $10 donation, and then provide me with your sun sign, which is your horoscope sign, and your question or concern. And I will lay a 1-month spread before me. So you can, make me pause during this if you'd like. I'll pay attention. All right. So in the actions position, right away we got the shield energies. And the card says you need to defend yourself. Okay. Sometimes a person just lets people come towards them and they don't have those boundaries up, like I was talking about before. There are many who have grown, male or female, into the old woman energies of she's been there, she's done that, and now she's strong enough to hold up a shield and say, look, I'm not going to give away all of who I am to someone who doesn't want all of me. Okay. And Spirit's saying, through your actions, and I'm feeling like this is more professionally than personally, we have the Fool. So great enthusiasm regarding a new beginning. Because in the actions position, the collective is being guided by Spirit to share your art with the world. It's time to allow others to enjoy your creative work. So that's in the actions position for the next month. Don't procrastinate. Know that your hard work will lead you to great fortune. It is time now with the Fool card to start a new path that is blessed, right? As a major arcana, Spirit is going to help you to build enthusiasm as you allow others to enjoy your creative work. So what you create will eventually bring some form of information regarding a new beginning as you share what you are manifesting with the world. So in the meantime, as you are taking personal action, now is a time to trust your intuition. Trust your intuition that as you renew your life and stand firm in partnerships or connections with others, that eventually, emotionally, you're going to realize that you are coming into power. All right. The first card I laid in the emotional aspects position was the Man card. So be it you or another person, we have dealings or relationship with a man. And I couldn't quite get if this is in love or money. But then they clarified that with the Gypsy Oracle deck and the Sweetheart card. So we have emotionally dealing with a man or relationship with a man and someone here who wants to be someone's sweetheart. But and here's what's going to happen It's like when we take our attention from a particular person and we move it into our own journey, and we start to feel very enthusiastic about our own goals and intentions and directions. We give off that bright, beautiful aura, which draws not only new people towards us, but a lot of times a reconciliation, right? Someone sees you're doing good without them, therefore they want to come back, all right? So when you pull your energy away into your path, then that draws whoever you are waiting to come back towards you. But it also, okay, when it comes to this man energy, I also received for clarification the recognition card. So we have you and your accomplishments are being received and appreciated with honors. So for many, as you put hard work in day to day, it could be by the 4th to the 6th week from now collectively, where someone's receiving some form of recognition. Someone took the classes, someone taught classes, someone kept their heart open to sharing what they are creating with the world. They followed Spirit's advice and didn't procrastinate, but instead shared themselves, their art, their creativity with the world. And then here comes some form of recognition, be it business or personal. The card I got for that, for further clarification, right? Oh, I think I already said that. We got coming into power, and then we have the 10 of Cups, right? A happily ever after energy. So this is beautiful. It's almost, yeah. Okay, those who are letting go of an unhealthy circumstance, situation, or person, as we pray to Spirit for us to release those energies and to bless us with the proverbial right one. Of course, this is for singles. The right one, maybe when it comes to a business connection. As you send the negative out, so too do you open your path for someone new. Okay, so I do feel like as you are walking away from whatever doesn't fulfill you, male or female, it is in the next month, closer to mid to end of March, right around springtime, where someone new is going to come in. Okay, be it a man or a woman, and a woman. Now, in the subconscious position, right away, I got a younger man. Okay, so someone here may be thinking of a younger male. Be it family member, friend, or, you know, you went from a man to someone who's a little bit younger. There are some here who are worried with the lobster energies about a financial pinch. Okay, this is maybe helping children or someone younger who doesn't have enough money to start on their own. So that's really guiding me over to this card, the helping children card, helping those who are in a financial pinch. And then, of course, standing clear with your boundaries, but letting your light shine. So someone may connect with someone in the next 2.5 weeks that's a little bit younger or is younger. And yeah, if you help someone through some form of misfortune, some form of blessing is going to come in as a result. Beautiful. Yeah, so we have with the younger man energies, we also had the lover card. So a passionate energy. Yeah, so wow. I'm not sure. I almost feel like for others, it's an older man who has a younger child, or this is you who has a younger child, or a child. Either way, in the subconscious position, look at 1111. I just saw that. We have a wonderful new beginning is blossoming because I simplified my life from who and or what was not healthy for me. I'm standing firm with my boundaries. I'm focusing on me, and I am not going to procrastinate the creative things I am working towards. Instead, I'm going to renew my life by getting rid of the clutter. And instead, I'm going to put hard work into creating great fortune via some form of service. I'm not afraid to block out distractions and spend quiet time so I can get my priorities in order, because I know that as I take action to share my art with the world, that others are going to enjoy it to the point where I receive some form of recognition and attention, which eventually helps me to realize emotionally that I am stepping into the light of my truth. I am stepping forward boldly and confidently now because of some form of positive feedback. So look at, Spirit is really nudging the collective to remember subconsciously that the Nine of Pentacles energies is here. It could show up like some form of communication, message, information, maybe around the 9th of March of 2021, collectively, where someone here is going from a financial pinch energy into great financial independent energy. And then singles may run into someone younger than them. Lots of new beginnings are going to transpire. Wonderful new beginnings as the collective choose to simplify their life from negativity. All right. So subconsciously, the last card in the subconscious position is express your inner truth. Your creative work shines brighter when it reflects your genuine feelings and thoughts. All right. So stand firm and do not procrastinate. If someone new is coming in with energies of misfortune, it's time to simplify your life and to move forward, to spend time alone and eventually let your light shine, right? Share your creative work as you trust in your intuition that something is going to be very successful. Thank you, Kenneth. Oh, good for you, Firefly. Congratulations. All right, so day to day, look at Spirit saying we are going to help for the collective to make their wishes come true. There is some form of guaranteed success here. When it comes to what? When it comes to a new project. Day to day, like a newborn baby, your actions are growing your idea into reality and success. So this is a time during the next month to step into stillness. My power is born in the majesty of silence. So this is about enjoying this moment of pause and patience to work on something creative, to set dates for when you're going to market them, how you're going to market them, how you're going to share them with the world. Blocking out any distractions, simplifying your life from whatever clutter means to you. For some of you, kind words and messages are going to show up as you're renewing your life and are stepping into a new future of your own personal goals and intentions. Someone could show up unexpectedly, whereby you start to really think about marriage, commitment, or some form of partnership. So we have stepping into stillness, working on a project, retreating, blocking out distractions, working hard because of the four-leaf clover showing up for many. Success. Share your art with the world, for you'll come into power and receive a lot of attention and recognition. Finally, in the subconscious position, we have health. Okay, I've been getting a lot of questions about health. Again, this is about knowing that how you react and how much you worry and all the negative connections, circumstances, or people, that's what affects your health. If you are thinking positively about your future and you have goals and intentions and things that you work on daily that truly fulfill you, that positive energy will heal you, right? So it's about positive thoughts, which is most important. And if you've been negative, now's the time to simplify your life and to just give thanks to the little things. You know, go for a walk and look for a little bud on a tree or something and thank Spirit for that. Trust your intuition that as you create a new path for yourself, as you defend and protect your own honor, new beginnings will open up, but you've got to share what you're creating with the world so that you can receive feedback. Okay, Spirit provides feedback through other human beings. So it's not about blaming a human being, be it positive or negative. It's Spirit communicating with you through others. Okay, thanks for the thumbs up. All right, so we have pay attention to your health. That is a nudge as well to make sure you're eating right, make sure you're exercising, even if it's every other day. Going for a walk, seeing your dentist and your doctor, staying up to date. You know, maybe you just need, like me, a little bit more vitamin D because I live up north. And that really helped me with my mood. So let's look. Also, yeah. So we have a Lord energy, okay? Someone that that some people, and I know this through personal readings, are connecting with someone who is financially abundant, stable, secure, and or is a father, grandfather, or uncle figure. Now, that negative energy, it's like there's small communication with this person, but it isn't really going anywhere. That energy alone, that's kind of like being let down, that could affect one's health. So it's about reconnecting with your inner child. Again, with this card, the Six of Cups, it's about connecting with family and friends, maybe friends of the past, and or thinking about what it is you like to do when you were a child, because that process will help for you to come up with an idea that frees you from anyone that affects your life adversely. So Spirit is saying we're going to give you the strength collectively to listen with your heart. I trust the messages I receive from my heart, right? So as I look at another, if they affect me adversely, and then boom, I'm feeling sick in some way, I'm going to simplify my life and I'm going to move into a new direction where I can allow others to see what I have to offer. And so a big message here is about journaling. I think I mentioned that a bit earlier. Consistently writing about your feelings and activities stirs creative ideas and builds your confidence as a writer. So for some of you, just writing about how you feel and what you're experiencing could heal whatever ails you. Writing beautiful poetry can help. Writing a love story about your own journey, but like putting it into like a bit of a fantasy story, even if you never publish it. Listen with your heart, observe the reality of certain situations, and know that Spirit's saying it's time to start fresh. To step into the future with an open heart, to meet new people, people who don't cause energies of confusion or worry, be it professionally or personally. So thank you for the thumbs up. If anyone has one question reading, this is the time to do it. It is only during this live video podcast where I do these readings for a minimum of a $10 donation. If we don't have a question, I'm going to go ahead and close with an overall description of the energy for all of us whom have joined today. This is the Guardian Angel deck. So, dear Lord, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, please bless those of us whom have attended today with clearly defined messages regarding the energy surrounding us in the next month and or spiritual advice. Now into mid-March, dear Lord, Spirit, Guides, and Angels. So we have the Healer of Action. Look at that. Healing by taking action. How much more perfect could this summary be? The card says, this is a time when you can do whatever you set your heart to, if your heart is open. I know I just saw that here. Okay, I'm going to keep going. You're being asked to do many things at once for some. Seems like a lot of things are going on and you're not quite sure, right? You won't mind as long as you're making some form of difference. So again, helping others is a soul's purpose. Giving, caring, providing, getting together, teaching, marketing something online. Those are all ways to make a difference in the lives of others. This card indicates as well someone who's loving, intelligent, passionate, and fun. Or this could be the energy you start to feel more of as you step into a new path, as you simplify your life and welcome the stillness. Because as we block out distractions, people, places, circumstances that are not healthy for us, and spend time alone, then we can focus on our priorities, right? And move towards the direction whereby we will receive a lot of attention and recognition for our efforts. Two of Thoughts. See, there's a lot of people here that are indecisive. For some, it may involve an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. And the card says, your angels have noticed that you're just not moving forward, right? You have multiple options for some of you that you are reviewing, but you seem unable to choose. So ask your angels for signs as to what direction to take, or just listen to your own inner voice. For deep down inside, not only are you going to know what you do, but as you put time and effort into whatever it is you feel guided to do that fulfills you, eventually you're going to start to see more clearly. You're going to start to see things from a different perspective. And as soon as we do, boom, the ace of abundance, the ace of pentacles or coins is showing up. A gift from the universe in the form of a win, an inheritance, a lump sum of money, and or a new beginning, financially, creatively, that is meant to grow and prosper. So if you follow Spirit's advice in this video, you trust in Spirit and have faith, this cherub is going to bring wonderful news. A windfall of resources will come your way to help you with your plans. These resources may involve money, advice, and or assistance in getting things done. It's a good time to start a new venture, change careers, or go into business for yourself. You may find that there are some contracts to sign, even if it's a YouTube, contract. A new doorway will open if you just remember that there will indeed be hard work ahead that comes with this 4-leaf clover. And that's okay, because when we have something to do, we can free ourselves from thinking about anything or anyone that causes negativity. So thank you so much, you guys, for stopping in. Thank you so very much to your likes, shares, and subscribes. Thank you for the personal readings I've been receiving on a monthly basis, and for the emails afterwards that help for me to see how these energies played out in your journey. Thank you so very, very much to those of you whom have donated to keep the channel up and running. Take care. You're welcome, Septina. And God bless.